Hi, folks, and welcome to the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. I am King Ding Dong here, calling the action for the Karl's World Tour Russian 38 Open 38-foot oil pattern that we bowled on today. You are here with us at Bayside Bowl. It's live bowling action for you. And we're just getting started right now. We're actually in practice. This is going to be the first round of match play that you're going to see. Then the winners of this one-game match are going to stay on the pair and face the other winner on the same pair. And we're going to whittle this field of the top 16 down until we get to one winner who will take home $1,000 today. Again, live bowling action from Bayside Bowl. Go ahead and share this to your pages. It's time to get your friends in here and start to watch. If you're able to come on down to Bayside Bowl, get on down here, and you can watch some of the best players today who were able to navigate this Russian Open 38-foot pattern. We had some great bowling today. Actually, shout out to Frankie from last night for the closest to the cut call last night. He called -15, and as a matter of fact, the cut was -13, so only 2 sticks off. Great call. So speaking of Frankie, he will not be here in the booth because he is actually bowling right now. He is going to be on one of our first pairs, 1 and 2. You're going to have on lanes 1 and 2, it looks like we have Colonel Sanders up against Frankie and HBK up against Stephen Dale Jr. So that's on 1 and 2. Now, keep in mind, in this first round of match play, there's actually bonus pins here. And the bonus pins come into play. It was an average of your first 4 games, and you take that up against the average of your opponent's first 4 games of qualifying. That determines how many bonus pins you'll get. It's kind of an incentive for the top qualifiers and whatnot. So Colonel Sanders getting 18 against Frankie, and Stephen Dale Jr. is going to be getting 14 against HBK. So let's move to the matchups on 3 and 4. We had our tournament leader, Stephen Major, Frosted Tips. He's going to get 26 pins against Michael Tebow. And we're also going to have Buck Ripcord getting a stick against Flatline. So that's pretty close to a scratch matchup over there. On 5 and 6, we had Putt Putt Pass getting 24 pins up against Paul West. And Josh Corms getting 10 sticks up against El Nino. Rounding it out on 7 and 8, we have Couch getting 19 sticks up against Pooh Bear. And Tommy Guns getting 13 sticks up against Crazy Train. That's your top 16. Those are the matchups right here in front of you. The matches are just getting underway. We're in the first frame on all of the matches all the way across. I do see some strikes on the board, but unfortunately there are some opens. It did play tricky out there today. And I noticed that kind of later on in the day, we saw some urethane wash on the outside. That wasn't helping people out too much. So we'll be interested to see how this shakes out. And once again, this is an interactive show, so go ahead and send your comments in here, and we will get them on the screen and address them, any questions, concerns you may have. We are live right now on our Facebook page, Frankie and Ding Dong Show, our YouTube channel, and also our Twitch feed. So share it to your friends. We're on all sorts of platforms, and you can comment on any of those platforms. and we will see them right here. So let's go ahead and get our first comment on the screen. Not sure what's going on here. My computer is acting slow. It is from Tony McMillan, Big Mac, saying go Flatline. Flatline actually started the day on fucking fire, shooting 267. I believe he took home some high game money for that, game one. He was definitely top of the field after game one. He ended up ninth place, so that's not too bad. And he's still alive right now. Here it is, round one. So it's a good day for Flatline. All of these bowlers in front of you have made the cashers round here, so they're all going to be taking home some cash. But the big winner is going to be taking home $1,000. El Nino throwing a nice strike over there on lane 6. You might recognize him. You folks at home, Arturo Quintero, EBA star from our own Portland Lumberjacks here, 3-time Elias Cup champions. Josh Gorham getting around one a little bit too much and kind of weak 10s there. Bucky with a nice recovery pickup on the 3-pin. Again, this was a tight pattern, folks. It played very, very touchy. So let's get that pattern right up here on the screen for you so you can see what we're bowling on here. I do believe I have a shot of it. All right, it's loaded up now. This is what we bowled on today. 38-foot Russian Open is around 21 mils volume, 2-ish to 1 pattern. Very, very flat. And it played as such. It was a good pattern, I must say, though. Max ratio in the second zone, it was 2.8 to 1 and 2.2 to 1 in the first zone. So, I mean, it did play fairly flat. The difficulty was high. 21.14 mils of oil, went down 31 feet, but after all of the urethane wash, it definitely seemed like it carried down and played it like it felt a little bit longer as the day went on. The outsides became out of bounds a little bit on a few of the lanes, and the inside was hooking quite a bit as well. So Tony asking the question, how did I fare out there today? I was minus 101 today. I started probably with the wrong ball in my hand, and I ended up playing the wrong part of the lane to start today, to be quite honest. Once I figured that out, it was already like eighth frame into game one. And, I mean, I peeled out game one in the 8th, 9th, and 10th frame for not completely falling on my face by too many splits and too many chop spares today for me. Led me to be here in the booth with you guys, which is where I am right now. Ooh, Pooh Bear with a nice strike over there. Looks like 7 and 8 is scoring pretty well right now. Not a lot of great scores, other than maybe Colonel Sanders starting with a double on 1 and 2. Bucky leaving a 10-pin. Putt slides by the head pin. So it is rough treading out there. I'll tell you right now, don't get confused with the 38-foot length of the pattern, making it easy. It certainly was not easy, that's for sure. It played touchy, and no matter what you did, it was touchy out there. I'm going to call out for Michael. Let's go strikeout backs. All right. I'll use what you have there. And then Tony popping back in. Either way, you're doing something you're good at. Well, thank you so much, Tony. I wasn't able to knock down enough pins today, so I'm here with you in the booth. So I will be bringing you this action. We're going to crown a winner right here of $1,000 in the KWT World Tour Russian Open 38-foot here at Bayside Bowl. Live bowling action right here in Portland, Maine. Go ahead and share this up on your pages and get your friends in here. We have PBA star Arturo Quintero, El Nino stepping up on lane 6. So, I mean, if you want to watch some exciting bowling, this is the place to do it. Do you expect anything less from Bayside Bowl, bringing you the best in bowling entertainment right here from the Frankie and Ding Dong Show? And if you can, come right on down and hang out with us. Have a couple drinks. It's a lot of fun for sure here at Bayside Bowl. I'm going to adjust the lighting here for you guys a little bit. Looks a little bright. Bring that gain down. Oh, that looks great. All right, cool. All right. The wonders of technology in our 4K camera. Get you a little bit better view of the ball reaction there, so that way it's not blurred out with light. All right. So we're getting into about the fourth frame here. Oh, Bucky didn't leave 10 pin on that one. He smashed the hole. That was a great looking shot. We got Arturo going spare 3-bagger, putting that shit on everything. He's probably got one of the best looks out here right now, I must say. We had Karl out from Thunder Chief, giving Kevin Tebow a shout out as his dark horse. So we'll end up seeing. Like I said, there's still lots of bowling going on. This is one-game matches, but remember those bonus pins that the bowlers will be getting in this first round only. Shout out to Stephen Major on lane 4 throwing a strike. He was our high competitor today, highest qualifier out there, going plus 93. Games at 233, 221, 233, 206. Very nice day for him. Another very nice day for our second place competitor, Pup Pass, going plus 87. Check this out. 211, 212, 229, 235. Big shout out. Great day for you. Big shout out to Couch, our best game of the day. Shoots 279, game 2. And he ended up third competitor at plus 75. Colonel Sanders was plus 69. Tommy Guns and Stephen Dale Jr. tied at plus 62. Josh Corum was plus 57. Buck Ripcord plus 42. Flatline at plus 39. El Nino at plus 17. Crazy Train plus 11. HBK, Heartbreak Kid at plus 5. Euro and Frankie Aberlon at plus 4. Pooh Bear at plus 1. Paul West at minus 11, rounding out the top 16. The dark horse pick of Thunder Chief, Kevin Tebow, up on lane 3 right now. Oh, gets the crumbler. He was minus 13. Yeah. Just, yeah. Splinter might be down there even. But so Tommy Guns needing some pro shop supplies there. Tommy, one of our great friends, customers, long-time, lifetime bowler with him. Just go ahead and have him run down and grab some hand conditioner that he needs to hopefully move far in this tournament. Bucky knew that was left off of his hand, got a nice 9 on that play. Ooh, great strike for Crazy Train over there on lane 8. All West trying to make the tough spare over there. We saw a lot of that. Like I said, the urethane wash, especially on 5 and 6, made the outside play pretty squirrely over there. Arturo puts on the hamburger sandwich. He's making that pair look a whole lot easier than it is. I'll tell you right now, folks. All right, so let's do some scoring updates here. We've got HBK has 69 in the third, Spare up in the fourth. Again, he's up against Stephen Dale, I do believe, right? Yeah, who's at 44 in the third, strike up in the fourth. HBK just post a strike up. Your tournament leader, Frosted Tips, at 74 in the fourth, strike up in the fifth. He's up on lane 3. Ooh, wrap 10. There you go, Levi. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You got the keys? Oh, yeah. Great, thank you. Oh, while I turned around, Arturo apparently opened, unfortunately. So let's get back into it here, see what's going on. We got a call out here from Gene Petro. Go Pauly, we're cheering you on down here in Louisiana. Well, thank you for tuning in to this live bowling here at Bayside Bowl. Oh, wow. Little weak flack 7-10 for Crazy Train there at lane 7. Stephen Dale got around that one good and still wraps the 10. He can barely believe it. Putt, who's looked very solid all day, throws another strike, getting a double over there. Looks like he's 88 in the fifth with the double working. Tommy Guns with that fresh hand conditioner now gets a great strike. Arturo crumbles the 310 baby split somehow. That's that Elias Cup power right there, I gotta tell you. It doesn't hurt. Stephen Dale recovering with a strike on lane 1. Oh, HBK strikes though as well. Fill it out.
I don't know who's holding it too. No, I gotta look it up.
It's not online. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's like 1 verse 16, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't have any of the bonus pins or any of that. Here, I'll send you this. She didn't have this over there?
No.
Frankie getting a good carry on that one for a strike. Keeping him in the match over there. Got a call out from Brad. Let's see what this says. Let's go, Pooh Bear. We love you, big sexy. Pooh Bear is down there on 7 and 8. I'll have to get to him later on that and let him know. Colonel Sanders up on lane 1. He's had a pretty good look on that pair. He's way in on lane 1. Oh, baby. That looked great. Oh, you want to talk about unfortunate hits. Paul West hitting the pocket. Just a flush hit. Not real high in there. And 8-10s with the ugliest flack 8-10 that you ever seen. Kevin Tebow, Thunder Chiefs dark horse pick, putting that hamburger sandwich on the grill. He's got a 4-bagger up against our tournament leader, Stephen Major, who has to strike up. Needs to get on the schneid here. Another wrap 10 for Stephen Major. I think Frosted Tips is maybe in the wrong ball right now. Wow, HBK crossing over Squasher, Nasty strike. Puts that shit on everything. Either way, Stephen Dale splitting. That's really gonna probably put a knife in the heart of Stephen Dale when you see that happen. Great pickup for Frosted Tips in there. Josh Gorham getting around it and leaves like about 5 pins on the deck, and it's a good thing he did because one of them took out the 10 pins somehow. He ends up getting the strike. Let's see if El Nino can respond. El Nino throws it pretty good, gets it out there. Oh, comes in a little light, shakes it up, but does not get the 7 pin out. Oh, Frankie Aberlon leaving an Aberlon on lane 1. Lane 1 notorious for hooking early, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened to him over there. Thank you. All right, so that line making the 3-6-10, lovingly known as the Splinter. Looks like, Colonel Sanders working on that 3-bagger. He's got double 9-spare, 9-spare, 3-bagger. Oh, gets a great break on leaving the 4-pin. Frankie needs to pick up this Aberlon. He does. That's why it's his namesake, the Aberlon. He's got a high percentage of not only leaving it, but making that Aberlon very nice. He needed that to keep him in the game. Frankie's sitting at 121 in the 7th with that spare in the 8th. Colonel Sanders 147 in the 6th. If he spares this, it's going to be 167 in the 7th. He is way up in that match. 46 pins in the scratch side, and then he's getting another 18 on top of that. As long as he doesn't fall down and break a leg, he's looking pretty good in that match. Oh, Kevin Sebo. Chops the Splinter. Chops the 3 off the Splinter there, the 3-6-10. Ooh, that goes to show you HBK's ball reaction. Goes to show you how it was all day. That hooked early and just looked like trash. Stephen Dale missing an unfortunate 10-pin on lane 1. Lane 1 was sparking at your feet, so that doesn't surprise me. So Brad wants me to check in on the Pooh Bear situation. So over there, it looks like it was a 233 150 match, scratch-wise. And Pooh Bear was given 19 pins, but if Pooh Bear was the one with the 230, he's A-okay. Moving on. I'm just not sure. I was busy trying to get the bracket figured out here, and now that we got the bracket figured out, this game is suddenly finishing. Tommy Guns, for instance, sits 204 in the 9th. He's looking at the 610 spare. Crazy Train's got 127 in the 6th. He's working on a 3-bagger, gets the 4th one. So we're looking at 1 for 187. He can go 217. Tommy Guns can go 224. And Guns is getting a little bit of wood. So Guns makes his spare. He's fine. Frankie Avalon strikes over there in his pursuit. Kevin Sebo showing us the urethane wash and how it makes you blow right past the head pin. That match is now looking really good for Stephen Major, who's sitting with 26 bonus sticks. Stephen Major keeps it on the lane. Looks like he'll be moving on. Oh, yeah. With that 6-pin lead, he should be fine. He's going to be facing what looks to be Buck Ripcord, who has the match well in hand. Oh, no. Well, I mean, there's a possibility there. Slight possibility.
Yeah, they left.
So it looks like Pooh Bear will be moving on. He's looks like he is the one that beats Couch, so it's going to be a Pooh Bear Tommy Guns matchup on that pair over there. We're looking at on lanes 1 and 2, probably going to be a Colonel Sanders matchup up against. Yeah, it's looking like Colonel Sanders up against HBK on lane 1 and 2 for our second round matchups. You can go ahead and write those in if you want. Stephen Major is going to easily move on against Kevin Tebow. Kevin's actually going to beat him by like 5 sticks, but Stephen Major's got all that extra wood. Maybe he's only going to beat him by 3 sticks, as it turns out. So the Ripcord Flatline match, it's only 1 stick going to Ripcord. Ripcord sitting 137 in the 8th with a strike spare in the 9th. So he basically 9 spares his way home. Paul West is going to succumb in the matchup. To Putt-Putt's going to be moving on in that, I do believe. Josh Corum getting a late strike, putting that shit on everything. He now has 127 in the 7th. With that 3-bagger, he can actually go off the sheet for 217. We have El Nino has 173 in the 8th, strike up in the 9th. He can go off the sheet for 233. El Nino is he's actually giving 10 sticks here, so this is a really exciting match. Let's see if El Nino can strike here, really put the pressure on. Oh, comes in a little light, leaving the 2-pin. That was less to be desired, because now El Nino, he can max out at 213. He's giving 10 sticks. Josh Corum throws a strike here. He's moving on. And Josh Corum throws probably the best shot I've seen him throw all day. He gets the strike that he needed. Throwing the hamburger sandwich on the grill. He's going to move on. So on that pair, we're going to have a Putt-Putt Josh Corum match. Flatline ends up doubling. He can go 177. Bucky only spared and can strike for 176. And Bucky is getting a stick. So if Bucky strikes, Flatline can strike to ring the fucking bell. Let's fucking go. We could have a tie right here. Flatline needs the strike to force a tie. How fucking exciting is this, folks? Oh, HBK putting on the show, throwing a backup at the 2-8-10 and almost getting it. Nice 202 game, though. All right, right here, Flatline, lane 3. Let's go. Strike to tie. Oh, wow. He ends up leaving the flag 10, giving the victory to Buck Ripcord.
Yep.
With the bonus stick that he got after qualifying. Holy shit, folks. What a match that was. Coming right down, literally to the last ball. Putt Putt snuck that one out against Paul West, yeah. Putt Putt was getting some extra bonus wood because he bowled absolutely amazing today. Putt Putt very steady today, and the people that were able to play up and in, it looked pretty good. It was the people that tried to play it away from them and then got it out there. They'd hit that urethane wash, and it made it play a lot longer than the 38 feet normally seems. But inside, there was plenty of hook. The further you moved in, it seemed like there was more hook. I found the best look that I found was moving in with my pin down ASIM and just moving into the hook, moving way into it. And, that actually produced a fairly good look, but unfortunately, some of the best shots that I felt off my hand ended up splitting. Go figure, that's bowling. And I chopped a lot of spares, so that's unfortunate. Chopping spares is not fun. So let's get over to our matchups. The one that's already started on 7 and 8. I know Brad's out there. He's pulling for his boy Pooh Bear. We got Pooh Bear and Guns. And remember, these are going to be scratch matchups from here on out. So there's no more bonus wood. The bonus wood is gone. Pooh Bear, he's sitting spare strike and looking at a 4-pin. And Tommy Guns goes spare, 8 spare. So far, they're the only ones to start. Josh Corum about to start this next round match on lane 5. Oh, Pooh Bear hooks out and misses the 4-pin. Josh Corum on 5 and 6 will be facing Putt Putt Pass. Again, scratch matchup here. Josh, little heavy, leaves a 4-pin. Hopefully he can run it down. We need to delete a name or something on 3 and 4. 3 and 4, anyways, is going to be Stephen Major, Frosted Tips up against Buck Ripcord. And on 1 and 2, we have Colonel Sanders and HBK. Colonel Sanders starting that match with a strike. Josh Corum has no problem with the 4-pin. Starts this match with a spare. Bucky shakes him up, leaves a 7-pin.
My mom was watching furiously.
Was she? Oh, dude, that was exciting. I wanted to ring the bell. Nice bowling today. That was Flatline coming in, checking in, saying his mom was watching. Thank you for watching. And, it's great to see Flatline had a wonderful day, started the day, class of the field, and, was still able to finish really well and make himself a little dough today. That's great. Putt Putt starts with a strike. Ooh, Bucky making it a little interesting on that 7-pin. It hooked a lot, but it still knocked it down. HBK comes up heavy on lane 1 after it looks like he got a strike on lane 2. Oh, Putt Putt leaving a 9-pin over there, lane 5.
Oh, it's the chair.
Oh, Stephen Major wrapped on that one, but he threw it in the out-of-bounds wash zone. Lucky not to leave a wash out there, but does leave the picket fence, 1-2-4-7. That can be a tricky spare. Ooh, Guns, a little light over there. Looks like there's some growing pains happening on 7 and 8. What the fuck is going on over there? Guns goes spare, spare, spare. But 9 count, 8 count, 7 count, 7 count. So it's not like Guns to struggle like that. And just like I had predicted, that picket fence spare sucks. It's easily choppable. And you get on a tough pattern like this, it's very touchy. And even a great bowler like Frosted Tips, chopped spares happen, man. Josh Corum twisted a little bit on that one and little too McTwisty and leaves 10-pin as a result. Great spare for Tommy Guns on the empty chicken bucket. Stephen Major gets the strike. Josh makes that 10-pin pay, as he should. Oh, Pooh Bear. Unfortunate. High flush 9-pin. Great shot there. Ball absolutely had no deflection. And the 9-pin waving in his face. Your ball would be right back, sir. Bucky. Wow, that looked great. One of his best shots of the day right there on lane 4. Colonel Sanders starts the match with putting that shit on everything up against HBK. Colonel Sanders, he's won here recently. He is looking like he wants to find victory circle again. Hubert, let's see if he can get one to carry it. Fucking 9-pin. Oh, yes, he does. That one looked like it was going a little heavy, but it's still carried. HBK carries a great one over there, too, on lane 2. Lane's starting to heat up, folks. Let's start to see some strikes. Oh, Bucky with the crumble biscuit. Fucking putt-putt. Let's go. We got strikes all over the building right now. This is looking good. What's up, baby? Yep. Oh. Looks like HBK and Tommy Guns both leaving 4-pin. Wow. Frosted Tips got all of the hand plus some more into that one, and it hooked 410, unfortunately. That ball just charged, but he put all of the hand into that ball. HBK flirting with overhooking it, but knocks down the 4-pin. Steven Major, Frosted Tips, giving it a run, but also playing it safe with the count there. Great pickup on the 4-pin for Tommy Guns. Love his spare game, the way he throws so straight down at the spares. Ooh, Josh Corum. Really rolling it good over there on 5 and 6, making that pair look a little bit easier than that actually is, I think. They're starting out great. Both of those guys, this is going to be a hell of a match on 5 and 6. You got spare double, strike spare double. Great match. Again, no more bonus wood. Wow, Colonel Sanders. High hard one, blower 7-pin. That hurts, man. Steven Major. He rolled that one so good, and that thing shaped better than a supermodel, baby. Whew, that looked good. Damn. Josh Gorham got around it hard again, but gave it a little bit more room, and it came in with a little bit more angle and snapped out that 10 to put that shit on everything. Oh! Thought he threw it good, came up a little heavy, and 4-9. I can empathize. I did that myself today. It was unfortunate. Bucky putting that shit on everything. Ho-hum strike on lane 4. Oh, Pop-Pot with the 9-pin. Actually, want to give a quick shout-out to Jelly Swirl. It's her birthday today. So if you encounter Jelly Swirl today, say happy birthday. Give her some shit. I don't know. Happy birthday, Jelly Swirl. She was here today. She actually didn't do too badly on 0 sleep, she was saying. So she's going to take a nap and have to bowl again tonight in league. So good luck with that. Probably easier than what we fucking bowled on today, though, I'll tell you that. So she's going to kill it tonight. She's going to have a hell of a birthday night. So, again, give her a shout out if you see her, Jelly Swirl, one of our supporters here. Good to see you come out on your birthday and have some fun on this tough pattern with us. And the happiest of birthdays to you. While I'm at it, I want to thank Bayside Bowl, Karl Hungus, and his staff here, once again providing a great establishment for us to be able to have these awesome events live amateur bowling action for you here from Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. And, shout out to Brunswick Bowling, who supplied the Melee Jab Carbon, who was won by someone.
Who's the one by?
I don't fucking remember.
Oh.
Anyone remember who won the ball? Someone won the ball. Was it Pooh Bear, actually? Was it Pooh? No, it wasn't. I don't know. I can't remember who won the ball. We'll try to find out and let you know. But Brunswick Bowling supplying the Melee Jab Carbon today, and every ball for raffles for our tournament series here at the Karl's World Tour and the FDDS Frankie and Ding Dong Show tournament series. We have the Through Thick and Thin tournament coming for you next Sunday. You won't want to miss that. It's going to be terribly, terribly tough. So that's going to be a really, really great tournament next Sunday. But before that, let's not forget about finishing this tournament. Josh Coram hated it off his hand, but he threw the fucking burger on the grill. Hamburger sandwich, baby. That thing looked great. Nice miss and make it look good. And on the same note, I want to give a shout out to Bullet Builders Pro Shop, where I work at. Frankie works at. Master Splinter is the owner. We also have Nut Sauce as our PWBA Pro representing us, and they provide free drilling for all the balls for the Karl World Tour Series raffle balls, and also the Frankie and Ding Dong Show balls as well. And also Bayside High Rollers, the high school team that I coach. We're going to be having a ball raffle here soon, so you're going to want to keep an eye out on our Facebook page, Bayside High Rollers. Any ball, any weight. So we're going to be selling ball raffle tickets very soon for that. $5 increments for a ball of any ball, any weight, currently available. Normal, just normal, currently available ball. I can't get any of those overseas ones or any of the disco balls. It's just what the distributor will be able to provide me. But we will be having that soon, so keep an eye out on our Bayside High Roller Facebook page for that ball raffle. That is going to be awesome. So thank you to Jimmy Clark and Bullet Builders Pro Shop. And we provide you all of your bowling needs right here in Bayside Bowl and also at Just in Time Recreation in Lewiston. Check us out. Check us out on our Facebook page. Send us a message. And we'll hook you up with whatever you need. So Brad calling out Pooh Bear makes me want to cry. Yeah, he had some growing pains over there. 7 and 8 was looking rough. Let's see. Let's check in on the score. Pooh Bear is actually 103 in the 7th, spare up in the 8th. Oh! Crumbles it. So it's 123 in the 8th, strike up in the 9th. But his opponent, Tommy Gunn's 131 in the 7th, strike up in the 8th. Pooh Bear is he's a hurting unit right now. Putt, huge double right there. He's 125 in the 6th, double in the 7th and 8th. Josh Coram unfortunately left a split. He's sitting 150 on an open in the 7th. That is a kind of a tight match.
We have a rumor
but
that it was
could
stuffed
really
crust.
open it up.
It
Was.
The ball.
Yes, Stuffed Crust won the ball. So congratulations.
It was a Melee Carbon.
Yes.
Everybody has Melee Carbons here. It's pretty interesting. Little story. Friday, Bopo.
Gutter Boy here with us.
I had to move into the third game, and we're bowling on Viper, and I wanted the Melee Carbon for third game, so I go to get it because it's on the bottom rack. I pick up the Melee Carbon that's there. It's a conventionally drilled 12-pound fucking Melee Carbon. I say, where's my ball? So I'm like, hey, anybody else here throwing a Melee Carbon? The other dude on the other team's like, yep. I was like, did you put it in your bag? He's like, yep. As I picked this up, he's like, this is probably yours. You have mine. He's like, what, you want it now? I'm like, motherfucker, yeah.
No, I want it after you beat me, motherfucker.
No,
I wanted it.
I wanted it, and then he gave it back to me, and then we beat him.
There you go. Yeah, so Gutter Boy in the booth with Bingers. Great team, great people. That is a fun team to bowl against, to watch, to bowl next to. Yeah, for sure. What a great team. We had a Friday night match. Binga's had a Friday night match up against Skull. It was us, the Sharks. We had a match. Who the fuck did we bowl? Oh, Turkey Club. Yours truly, Buck Ripcord, senior night down there. And then there was also.
And then the match to our right, to your
It
right,
was
and my right,
beer.
it was beer and saucy.
Saucy Posse.
And
That's who it was.
They went ham.
Yes, they
were averaging like 240 in the first game.
That's the class of the field right now on our Bopo League. We're 1 week in to Bopo 16. As Gutter Boy said, we're bowling on the 36-foot Viper for our Bopo League. But today, it's the 38-foot Russian Open is what we're bowling on. And entering the booth as we speak is your own Frankie Avalon. Frankie Avalon, way to go, making some cash today. Not only in match, making it into the cashers round, but I know you made some bracket money today too, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, a little bit of bracket money. It was a tough start for me today. I think it was 159 out of the gate, but then ended up +4. After 4, just grinded my way to a cut and bowled Colonel Sanders in that round of 16, and it was so funky, man. We bowled on 1 and 2, and we just you and I bowled on that pair just a couple of games ago.
Oh yeah,
and it felt like someone took like some dry screen to the track area in the heads on lane 1 because nothing, like everything wanted to pick up so fast on that lane. Like I could not, I moved right, I threw it harder. No matter what I did, it just wanted to just start instantly. I never threw a strike on that lane the whole game. I think I threw 3 strikes and a couple of taps on the right-hand lane on lane 2, which was fine. But Colonel had a really good look. He threw the ball really good. I would have had to make perfect shots every frame to beat him with that pin differential. So I was happy with making the cut. Top 16 finish is fine. And for where I was after game 1, I'm pretty happy with that. And, we have a great final 8 here. We got Colonel taking on HBK, and we have Buck Ripcord against Stephen Major. And then we have Putt Putt taking on, who's he bowling this? Oh, Hozzy, Josh Corum. Then we have Pooh Bear against Guns. So, pretty good final 8 here that we have going on.
Yeah, it looks like Guns is going to move on against Pooh Bear over there.
Putt Putt just locked it up.
Yeah, it's going to move on against Josh Corum. He's bowling great today.
Yeah, he crossed with us. Putt Putt, and as the day went on and the oil pushed down the lane, he went to that track Paragon, solid, and that thing looked great. And it looks like he might be trying something else here. Looks like he put the Paragon away. Must be starting to really hook in the fronts. HBK used it an Ocean Vibe, and that was much. He's down 26 going into the 10th. Both bowlers with a strike up, so.
Yeah.
If he strikes out to get the 220, he forces Colonel to mark and gets 5. And the other one, we have Ripcord with 176 in the 7th. Now make that 196 in the 8th with a spare up. And he's already locked it up.
Yeah.
Best Stephen Major can do if he strikes out is 194. And Ripcord's already got 196 in the 8th. So Ripcord's going to move on to the next round.
Oh,
moves on to the next
look
round.
at that. HBK left 7-10 on lane 1.
So that match is now over no matter
wow,
what.
that sucks. And Stephen Major, Frost and Tips
Guns
is kicking
Pooh Bear.
himself.
So all the matches have now wrapped up. All the matches are done. On the board they're still bowling, but
So we got Guns winning that match.
let's see here. We have
Ripcord and Sanders. So we're going to have Ripcord
against Colonel.
Sanders,
Yep.
And
Putt
Guns
Putt
up
against
Putt
Guns.
Putt.
Yeah, the final 4. So
And we'll be able to move the camera a little bit once we get to that round, because I do believe they'll be bowling on 1 and 2 and 5 and 6.
Yep, for sure.
So we'll be able to adjust the camera a little bit once this game is completely wrapped up. Mathematically it's wrapped up, but right now we still have some bowling action for you.
Putt Putt, nice game, Hoss.
So once again, you're watching the Russian Open 38-foot. Go ahead and share this to your pages. Now's a good time to get your friends in here to watch. And again, remember that you can comment while you're watching live on our Facebook page, live on our YouTube channel, or live on our Twitch feed, and we will get your comments here
take Stephen Major, what with that nice little loft piece with that Zen, and now he can't freaking miss. And you just saw him kind of give the ball return a little. How you doing there? Just
good afternoon.
A good afternoon, sir, and a good afternoon to you, Colonel Sanders, for beating me.
Right.
But I mean, now look at that. He goes back 6, and you can look at his face. He knows that he
kind of
needed to make that move earlier.
Yeah.
It looks like Repcor's using a code black, or that's what it looks like. I know that
Dark code, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has, I know he has a code black. I don't know if he has a dark code. I looked at the writing. I don't think it's gold. Like the dark code's gold, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think that's the code black.
So the predecessor.
Basically, yeah. But I know that Colonel's using a WebMB.
He is using the MB.
He is. That ball looks so good for him.
So shout out from Brad. Love you, Pooh. Hey, Brad had your back all day, Brad Gagnon. He says, love you, big sexy, but you were making him want to cry when you were not closing up your frames.
Yeah. I was crying too, actually. It's not so much outside.
I wanted to give the printer over there a good afternoon because it stopped working. So Ange changed the ink, and now all of a sudden it like keeps going error, shut off, and it won't go anywhere else. It's just toast. So guess what we're doing this week? We're buying a new printer this week.
It's probably like when you're, due for an upgraded phone, and your phone
and
starts fucking up
out
and it doesn't work. You need new ink for the 6th time in your
we've
printer
had that
life?
printer for probably 10 years. So I mean,
it's
had a good run.
So yeah,
Thanks.
It's giving you some.
But she's gonna get yeeted right out in the trash on Monday. So
let's shoot it with something.
Oh, I got plenty of stuff I can shoot it with. Don't worry about that. So maybe I can line it up and I'll put a little like of my bird seed there and shoot one of the dang squirrels on it and get rid of them too. At the same time. A nice little 2-for-1.
Line it with peanut butter or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like we do with the Have a Heart. Like cages and shit. Line them with peanut butter.
Yeah, well, I've caught like 30 squirrels in front of my house. You know what I do to make sure that I don't know the same ones come back? I catch them in my Have a Heart trap and then I spray paint their tails.
Theoretically.
So when I spray paint their tails and then I let them go like a mile away, I know if they. So apparently their range is not a mile, or because they don't come back. So I haven't had one with a spray painted tail come back yet. Because my daughter's the humanitarian in the house, so I'm not allowed to just break their necks, which I would just do normally. But.
And Peter, if you're watching, of course.
Peter, if you're watching, I don't care.
Okay.
I'll post it on your social media. So, but they're humane. They just have one has an orange tail and a silver and a white and a black and any other color like engine paint. Engine paint works good on squirrel tails, just to let you know.
Yeah, well, it allows you to name it easier. You see
right.
The
so
one,
like you paint one orange, it's a Chevy
hey.
small block squirrel. Then you go blue, you go Ford blue.
Hey, chrome. Hey, bumper.
I've never been to the 8 before. Hey,
Awesome.
first time for everything, brother. There you go. Good luck charm.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's always Tommy.
Because Tommy's always in
because
every
he's
cut,
always
so
in there. Yeah.
For real.
I mean,
he's always there, yeah.
It's pretty. If you make the round to 8, there's a good chance you're going to hit Tommy no matter who you are. So.
All right, so we're just waiting. They're going to get probably 3 minutes of practice here once they get their names into.
Mr. Vintage. On Rift Apparel's website, they actually have a form you can fill out or a phone number you can actually talk to someone live there about their right on their website on the contact section.
Yeah, actually, let's talk about Frankie's talking to Mr. Vintage about Mr. Vintage is looking into getting some shirts, and Rift Apparel can hook you up with the FDDS Frankie and Ding Dong signature custom jerseys. You can customize it with your own ball company, your name on the back. Just tell them you want the FDDS signature jersey, or you can go with some of our signature jerseys for the players too. You have the Frankie Aberlon skull, red and black skull jersey. Again, you can customize it with your name, with your ball logo, and also the Frankie Aberlon zombie jersey, and the colors on that jersey, I got to tell you guys, those pop. It's really, really sexy jersey. Also available, you can get the jersey I wore today, actually. The KDD Quaddy
Awesome. Sounds good, buddy.
West Quaddy
Enjoy the rest of the
headlight
weekend.
photo jersey, or you can get the KDD signature crown jersey, all
There she
available
is.
from Rift Apparel. Go ahead and go to riftapparel.com. There is a staff section on there. They're just building it, though, so
They
we
are.
do not quite have those up yet on the staff page. But go ahead and, there is a contact us section at the bottom of the page, and riftapparel.com is what it is. You can talk to Nathan. He'll be able to definitely hook you up. Order your jerseys and hashtag request Rift. Post it on your social media. And, these jerseys, I got to tell you, not only are they comfortable, but it's a dye-sub jersey. So the patterns will never go away. They're never going to, crumble and crack like those screen printing jobs that you get.
Right.
These are quality jerseys, comfortable.
It's like I was telling Mr. Vintage, who came over and was just talking to me about the Rift stuff. He wants to get some shirts. I said, here's what I like about it. They're fit the size, but it gives you about an extra inch or two on the bottom for length. So a lot of times I've had shirts before from other places where I have to go up to the next size, just not because I need the width, because I need the length.
Right.
So with the Rift ones, the nice part is I can go fit the size, and I get the extra couple of inches, so I don't have to worry about going with a bigger shirt that feels like a hefty bag. It fits the way I want it to. The length is good, and that's all you can ask for out of a shirt. They're super comfortable. They're not too heavy, so I like them a lot. I've had really good luck with these shirts that I've got from them so far, and looking forward to partnering with them. Hopefully, keep this rolling in the future for bigger and better things.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, you can get the FDDS signature jersey, or get one of the Frankie Avalons or KDD signature designs. Riftapparel.com, and make sure you hashtag request Rift when you post your brand new jersey, because let me tell you, not only is it going to be comfortable, it's going to look so good, you're going to want people to see it.
Yeah, I wore my Frankie Skull jersey today. I had a lot of compliments on that. I had a couple of the younger bowlers that were here bowling saying that they were digging the jersey and that they're thinking about getting them too. So, you know what? That's what it's all about. You have fun, you enjoy things. Obviously, as bowlers, we all get frustrated when we might not score the way we want to, but as long as you're around good people and they're having a good time and they lift you up. I was struggling a little bit, but Putt and I got talking a little bit, and, he kind of picked me up a little, and I picked him up a little, and, that's what it's all about. We have a good time here. It's, a lot of good people, and the whole D-bad rule is it's an unwritten rule, but it's a written rule at the same time. You know what I mean? Just be a good person, be a good ambassador for the sport, no matter where you are. Just want to give props to while these guys are warming up to our sponsors, Brunswick Bowling. We gave away the Melee Jab Carbon today to Stuffed Crust, who won it. So he was looking for another symmetric pearl to put in his lineup because he has that GB4 pearl he likes so much. So I think we're just going to lay that one out with the same layout as the GB4 pearl, and he can update his arsenal. So that'll be a great ball for Stuffed Crust to use. And he'll get complimentary drilling. Thank you to our other tournament sponsor, Bowler Builders Pro Shop. So thank you to Jimmy Clark, owner of Bowler Builders, for, again, sponsoring both tournament series, our tournament series, and the Karl's World Tour again this year with free drilling of all the raffle balls that are won. So thank you so much for that. And anyone out there, our tournament's coming up next Sunday, which is the Through Thick and Thin tournament. I'm sure King Ding Dong covered a lot of that with you guys earlier.
I gave shout-outs to all the people, and I said that next week we will be having our FDDS Through Thick and Thin tournament. I haven't really talked about the patterns too much yet. We did have the pattern reveal. Both lanes will be pretty much flat, 40 feet, 11-ish mils on one lane, 33-ish mils on the other lane. Through Thick and Thin, you're going to be married to bad ball reaction all day. Get used to it. It's going to be tough. Probably tougher than today. I'd say
I'm
Frankie.
gonna go see what's
Not
going on
only
down
the
here.
lanes are going to be tougher, but it's dual patterns. So you're going to have to deal with two patterns every pair you go to all day long. It's going to be a tough one. So that's next Sunday. If you have not gotten on our waiting list yet, go ahead and get in on our waiting list, the Frankie and Ding Dong Show at gmail.com. Again, that is the Frankie and Ding Dong Show at gmail.com. Get on the waiting list for that. That is next weekend, January 15th, right here at Bayside Bowl. 9 a.m. bowling starts. Check in at 8 a.m. Another shout out I want to give to is tournamentbowl.com. You want to see all the scores for.
Yeah. Look at Putt getting a hungus over there, tripping the 2-pin forward on that strike.
Nice, yeah.
That was awesome. So that's a battle of the Titans over there. Look at this. We got 3 Bo Powers and Colonel Sanders here rolling off in the final 4. So
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And Colonel runs, he runs these Dirty Lou Derby tournaments up in Lewiston. He has another one coming up on the 29th of the month, and I believe he still has. I think he's at 40 entries. I just talked to him at the end of our match. He has 24 open spots. So I think you can find it on Facebook if you look under Dirty Lou Derby, and then find out how you can sign up. I'm not sure what his email address is off the top of my head, but if you find it on Facebook, I know he has it on the Dirty Lou Derby page.
Yeah, go to the Dirty Lou Derby page, and all of the information to enter into that tournament will be right there for you. Tournamentbowl.com. I'm not sure if Colonel Sanders uses that, but here at the Frankie and Ding Dong Show, we use it for the Karl's World Tour and for our tournament series. Go ahead and check out all of the qualifying scores. Tournamentbowl.com. So we're getting into it here. Colonel Sanders starting with a strike, and Bucky unfortunately does not get that 7-pin to shake out. So he's looking at a 7-pin in frame 1. Putt, is he have a double over there?
Yeah.
Putt starting with the double up against Powerhouse Tommy Guns, who starts strike to spare. I know it's early, but again, there's no bonus pins this round. So it's all scratch play. And we're live here on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitch feed. Go ahead and get your friends in here, share this up on your pages. Send your comments in. No matter which format you're commenting on, it will come through, and we will get your comments on the board. Josh Alfonso saying he did, not sure what that's responding to. And then Brad giving a love you, Pooh, last. Shout out to Pooh Bear.
So, I want to give props to myself for almost nailing the cut score today, by the way.
Yes, I did give you props earlier on that.
Holla.
Yeah.
Holla. I said
2
minus
pins
15.
off. Yeah, and it was minus 13.
For a while, it looked like you were going to be the one because you said, minus 20 to 25, and after 2, it was minus 12, and it was right there. But then it came up after 3 to minus 1. And I was I thought it might go positive. I mean, I was sitting at plus 4 after 4, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to make the cut. So, yeah, Sanders did use Tournament Bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's what Sonny D was talking about, Sanders using Tournament Bowl as well.
Yeah, Sanders had asked me about it before. He ran his first tournament, and I said it's pretty user-friendly site once you get used to it. And there's a lot of features on there. I've been using it now for, a year and a half probably. And there's still stuff on there that they're updating and that I'm learning, and I've used a lot of stuff on there. So they're adding stuff all the time.
9-10. That's weird.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
So right now, Putt's sitting with an 18-pin lead through 3 with a split in the 4th. Colonel Sanders and Buck kind of just getting going here. Colonel with a double. He has a 10-pin lead through 2 with Ripcord goes spare strike. I'm going to take Colonel to win this whole thing. I think after bowling with him on 1 and 2 and watching how he could manipulate his ball roll, which is something he has gotten exponentially better at. I mean, when you take a two-hander who can then manipulate his ball roll to get the ball to go further down the lane or start up faster. He's always been someone as a two-hander that could get up the back of the ball better than a lot of other two-handers to play straighter. But now if he adds that piece to his game where he can get around it and get in deeper, look out. I mean, everyone's going to be in trouble because he's a very cerebral bowler. He's a deliberate bowler, takes his time. And if he's able to make those adjustments to his ball roll, he's going to be hard to beat, because his Achilles heel used to be when the heads would go away with his forward roll on the ball, he would not be able to see the ball get down the lane enough and then struggle.
Yeah.
Now today, as those heads started to go away, he actually got a little bit better. And you can see right there, see how he's able to manipulate it and get a little bit more tilt on the ball.
Yep.
And it's really fun to watch, like that growth and maturity of some of the younger bowlers as they the more they bowl on this stuff all the time and compete.
Oh, absolutely. And I got to say, for two-handers, he has made himself probably one of the smoothest two-handers we have here.
Very smooth. You don't see that herky-jerkiness. You don't see like this massive hop step. You don't see the toaster boy popping fresh at the end. You don't see any of that, like body parts moving all over the place. When he posts a shot, you wouldn't know if he threw it with one hand or two. I mean, it looks just like a classic form once it's off his hand. So I can't say enough good things about his bowling and his mental capacity in this game. But the two matches, we have a close match all of a sudden on 1 and 2. Tommy Gunn's right now down 6 pins. If he strikes here, gives himself in good shape heading into the almost a pocket 7-10, gets the 7 out.
So Sonny D checked in with said that he crossed with Sanders, and he had a great look all day. That does not surprise me. Sanders, once he finds a pretty good look, usually he is in good shape.
I will
for the
tell you,
day.
if there's one person that can give him a run for his money, it's Buck Ripcord, arguably the best bowler in the state, or has been the best bowler in the state for the last decade. Right up there with like Ramalam, obviously in that classic category too. But I put Ripcord ahead of Ramalam for the simple fact that, I mean, he comes out and he still bowls in everything all the time.
Yeah.
And he's making cuts, he's winning tournaments still. And Ramalam can. He just doesn't compete in as many events. So
I think Ramalam feels bad for the rest of us poor assholes.
Listen, I'm fine with that because, that means that's just more cuts for me, especially on the left side. So
Ramalam,
I was the only lefty to make the cut today. So
that
Mike Clausen and I had this conversation when we were out in Troy, New York. Mike says, when the left side is hard, you make cuts. When the left side's dead wide open, you actually, being me, struggle a little bit. And, that kind of is how it was today. The only lefty to make the cut. I felt like I was able to find a look when it didn't look great early on. I thought urethane would be in play. That was a totally wrong decision on my part. Urethane did not look good. And once I went to a stronger pin down symmetric with a 80 degrees of VIL angle that kind of smoothed out the break point, it worked great. Ooh, that was, lane 1 is on fire.
Yeah, lane 1. So we bowled on lane 1 and 2, game 2, and lane 1 absolutely just started up at the arrows for me.
Yeah, it was a hooking earlier on, but now it's like even worse. Now you got the heads going away on lane 1, which makes it infinitely harder. So the bowler that can loft it or get it through that spot, wow, Colonel just missed in big time.
Yeah.
It's a rare miss, but even his misses work out good. I mean, it's just a 10 pin. So, so urethane on the left was terrible. It just you saw early on, like when I would try to get up the lane, it would hook early, get around it, it would just kind of wiggle.
Yep.
And part of that was being on 15 and 16 to start, but I actually went and tried that Bigfoot hybrid on a fill ball on that pair, and actually was like, well, that don't look terrible. I think I'm going to try that when we go down to 1 and 2. Shot clean 201, and I was very happy with that. I mean, it could have doubled for 211, but then shot the big 248 that next game. So that was a good shot by Guns.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row on lane 2 that kind of wrapped the 10 that he kind of liked off his hand, you could tell. And
he's using the damn good Birch Pearl, right? That's what it looks like anyway.
I would expect it. I mean,
yeah, it looks like the Pearl. So we have Guns down 8 pins as long as he covers this through 6. We have Colonel Sanders with a 10-pin lead through 4. But we were talking about Ripcord. Now, Rip being the best the last 10 years or so, he can get in where Sanders is and still create good ball motion and pin carry.
Oh, yeah.
He's able to get those kind of half pocket 10s to slap out. It's something that I've busted his balls about over the years. Like Colonel's crossing at 20 on lane 5 and getting it, I would say, what do you think about 12 at the break point? I mean, pretty, decent amount of swing. You watch Ripcord, I bet he'll be almost on top of where he is on the lane.
Yeah, which is impressive because Ripcord has his thumb in the ball. He's a
Right.
classic one-hander.
Classic one-hander, really good at the foul line, really good through the follow-through. That's where him and Guns have that together. You watch Guns like really kind of lift through the ball. That was a great shot on lane 1.
Yeah, you can see how much deeper into
So
the
he's
lane.
crossing at 19 on
Guns
that one. So Ripcord went 19, actually went a little high on lane 6. So he might actually move left on lane 6. So he's only one board right of Sanders. My guess is that his ball is not getting outside of about 13, 14, where Sanders is actually getting out a little further right and creating a little bit more shape in the back.
Well,
Just because of their ball rules, their natural ball rules.
we bowled on 5 and 6 in game 3, and I know 6 was a lot closer to me than 5.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Bucky
That's a good
covers
shot
up
there
the
by
4
Buck.
pin.
So Buck's he's down 11 now, going into the 6th frame. And in this match here, putt struck. So he still keeps his 8-pin lead, can expand this to 18. Ooh, the old chicken bucket.
Yeah,
Chicken bucket on 1.
That ball never finished. And
Speaking of chicken bucket, did QDD had one job today? How are we doing on that job, QDD?
she is not doing
I
well.
don't know where we're eating.
You had one job.
I know.
She failed.
You still have time because we have another round after this.
I know. I was just thinking about it. Though.
You were like my bowling today. Fail.
You know, Ding Dong, I gotta say, like, there was some shots of yours that look at Ripcord almost falling on his face. I don't know if he slipped or stuck, but his foot went this way and then dead sideways. I thought he was going down for a second.
What did he leave over there, 4 pin?
Just a 4-7, and honestly, it could have been way worse than that.
Yeah, the
So I don't know if he stepped in something or just maybe made a move and maybe the approach was a little either sticky or slippery in a spot that he hadn't slid before.
Yeah,
But I'll tell you what, all I saw was he was like this, and the next time I saw him, his body was forward and his foot was like freaking parallel to the foul line.
I think I saw somebody go down on the approach today. Was that on lane 5?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I can't
Guns with
remember.
another 10 pin on lane 2, and he stared that one down.
Yeah,
It's not going
disgusting.
through. It's like for him. So Ripcord now, he gets to the right. I think it was just maybe a part of the approach that was maybe unused. He looks mad, which he should be. I would understand that.
Yeah, because, Sanders has a pretty good look, so Bucky knows he needs to put some pressure.
Yeah, right now Bucky's down 13, and if Sanders strikes here, he's down 23. And then if Sanders gets up to strikes on 5, he's down 33. And then, Guns just whiffing the heck out of it. So this match is going to be over pretty soon at this rate. Guns now is down 20 with 2 frames to go to putt.
That's just a mental error because, he left 3 of them in a row. He was pretty disgusted.
A little
about
frustration, I'm sure.
Wasn't
All right,
letting it
take
go.
care.
and-
Nice bowling, Kevin.
Nice bowling.
Way to grind it out and make that cut today, though. That was Kevin Tebow, one of our favorite people. Love it. Love it when our out-of-state guys, Gaskill, Kevin, Steven, all those guys come up. Love it when they make our tournament. Such good dudes.
Wow.
That's a good
Colonel
shot.
Colonel, I'll
Sanders.
tell you,
He knew
was
that
my
that
pick
was
to
a
win
big
this whole
one,
thing,
too.
and I am not wavering off that pick. Guns, he had to go to the mattresses, and so pretty much he's in trouble.
Yeah,
If he spares and strikes out for 196, it will force putt to stay clean. So,
and you never know.
you
this
never know.
pattern,
Anything can happen. Trust me. Did you see me? Hey, I made an Aberlon.
Yes,
today.
I called it. I was
Yeah,
here.
he called
So the
it.
first
Yeah.
one I left. So I left one in the 6th frame, I think it was, and I threw it and I said, "Oh, it's just a border too right." And I thought I was hoping the ball would skid a little. Of course, it's lane 1, so it didn't. So I got 3 on it. So all I did was I just cheated my eyes like 2 left off of the first Aberlon that I left with the spare ball. I said, I'm probably going to make this one, and it friggin' nailed it perfect. So, ooh, right over 20 again. Goodbye. Good night.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's putting that shit on everything.
That is now a 33
puts the
pin lead.
big hurt on. Too.
33 pin lead with 3 frames to go. Putt here. Ooh, another
Almost
chicken
like
bucket.
Yeah, same kind of roll as the last
That's
one.
the chicken bucket without the fries. Last time he had the fries because he had the back pin. This time it's just a chicken bucket.
Looks like in the last couple, he didn't quite tickle the ball like he has been.
Yeah,
all
that
day.
one kind of rolled forward really quick, and he rolls it forward anyways off his hand a lot. But that one, like you said, if he doesn't get that just little bit of turn with the hand, then it's not going to finish.
Oh, Bucky,
nice
yeah.
So putt with 2 great spares. That is game-saving spares right there. So you had Guns miss a 10-pin, and in that same stretch, we had putt go 6-count bucket, 7-count bucket, make both of them to keep the 17-pin lead going into the 10th. And pin count's huge. If he airmails another chicken bucket here, all of a sudden, like, Guns is not out of it even if he marks. Like, if he goes 6-6, Guns could actually still step up and get this thing. So if I'm...
And you can never
I expect him to hit a good one.
Guns.
All right, 9.
Another little light hit there.
182. So he's gonna have to make it. I mean, right now with the 9-count out, he's 191. So that would mean Guns would have to double.
Ripcord absolutely just
speaking of having to go to the
pocket.
mattresses. Yeah, so I think all he did was he moved back where he was and just threw it harder. Instead of, he made that move.
That's hard for him to do right now.
Well, he made that move left and stuck or something on the approach. So I think he just cheated back and said, you know what? Instead of making the move, I'm not comfortable. I almost fell on my face. Let's just throw it harder where I was.
Wasn't sliding.
I did that move like Ding Dong in the 248 game. I said I just decided on lane 6 to just throw the ball harder.
Joe just threw the ball harder than he's thrown it all turning along at 15-8.
Yeah, absolutely. Putt makes the spare.
Yeah, he just wants pin count. That's enough. I mean, he strikes anyways
more than
through the nose, but he wasn't going to try to take any chance of anything happening there. He locks out Guns. He has 202. Best Guns can do is 196. So
Guns is going to go lefty here.
Guns will probably. I don't know. Lane 2, the left side wasn't bad.
Tommy going left-handed.
I'd like to see him try that on the right, on lane 1. I mean. Colonel Sanders is not letting up.
Yeah.
Extends the lead back to 33.
Unless he hurts himself here in the 9th.
He didn't look too happy with that one for some reason. I don't know if he just didn't like it.
He makes the shit out of it.
I'll tell you, if I missed one and it ripped the rack like that, I would be smiling from ear to ear.
You never ripped the rack like that.
No, you're right. I would say maybe when I was 22, 23.
Right. See, you, me, old, fat. That's how we do. You and I should never rip the rack like that. We don't. It is what it is.
I might rip my pants like
we
that
we
if I bend over
are
and pick
finesse
something up.
bowlers, baby. We play as much as it's.
That's the only thing finesse on this entire person is the bowling.
Is the bowling? Yeah. Same here. Yeah. Exactly.
Did you watch the you had the Colonel Sanders, and as far as deliberate on the approach goes, then you had me who's the anti-Colonel Sanders. It might be the biggest disparity in amount of time on an approach between 2 bowlers in history.
It might be the best matchup too, ever.
It was fun. Yeah, I like Colonel. Obviously, I've known Colonel for a long time.
Yeah, he's a young kid, and he's looking for
not
a
as young
Bobo team.
anymore. Not as young anymore. He's at 20. He's 20.
Yeah, but he's looking
22
for a
range
Bobo
now.
team for next year.
Is
He's
he?
got to scoop him up.
Oh my gosh, someone is going to scoop them up.
Somebody's got to scoop him up. He's the only one in the Final Four that wasn't a Bobo.
That's true.
That is true.
Yep.
So speaking of,
You have to get him
he's
out of
already
the
got
dirty,
his- he's
though.
already
You'd have
got
to
his
get him out of
name.
you'd have to get him out of the dirty, though.
No, he said he said he's done with that.
Is he?
Yeah. No. He still do the. I mean, if you're talking about the tournament, he'll do that. But
Oh,
he's out of the Thursday league. He said right now.
Oh, okay.
He's done with that. So
Hey,
somebody
there's
on
the
Thursday
mad
picks
scientist
him
right
up.
here. Are you ready for next Sunday, brother?
I'm so ready to watch it.
I-
Physically.
You know, today's cut was -13. I'm going to make a conservative estimate that next week's will be markedly lower.
Hey, I'm
Next
wondering
week
if
will be
So
lower.
what do you want to over under?
Well, let's put the over/under
Minus
number at.
74.
I'd say 50. I was putting 50.
I was going to say like 47.50.
I'd say 50. I put the over/under at -50.
No, I'm going
For
lower
the
than
cut
that.
number, -50.
I mean,
Because I think some of the guys the guys that really have the nut on the lighter oil pattern will have it all day. And, at some point, maybe they'll just start throwing rockets on the center of the lane on that left on the heavy
what if
pattern.
what if
Yeah.
I just
Throw
play
the
the
boom
same
in.
line on both lanes in one ball's cement ball? And one ball.
Cement ball.
So we have a
Bucky
6-pound urethane
strikes
and a
there.
18-pound.
So, let's
I'm gonna.
By the way,
on
this
on
match
thick
isn't over.
pattern, on the thick pattern. I think I'm gonna throw
So
like
we now have a
200
22
grit
pin deficit,
cement ball.
which can now go to 12. So Bucky can strike out for 246, which would make Colonel Sanders go 9 spare strike to beat him. or strike 9 out. Either way. But, boy, I really hope he strikes out here. I want to see some good pressure. Oh, look at this. What a veteran move with the re-rack. What a veteran move.
Six is a little right.
Yeah, I think even if that rack was perfect, he'd re-rack this. It is right, though. That's not a great rack on that. You can tell the 6 is hugging the 10, although that actually might mean you have a better chance of not leaving the 10 since the 6 is almost on top of it. I had one today on lane.
Shoving it into the hole. I don't think
I had one today on lane. It was on lane 5 actually. The 2-pin was hugged like in between the 1-5. It set it, but it was fine. The rest it wasn't. It was only one. Like for some reason, there was just one. Whatever. It was fine. Yeah. So that was right over 20. That was in. Yeah, that was left. He had been around 18, 19. That was a must-have right there. All right, so our finals are set. We will have Colonel Sanders taking on
Tommy
Putt
Gunn.
Pass.
Oh yeah, Putt. That's right.
It was fun. I made the gun today, by the way. Yeah, it was fun. I know, shocking, but
Where'd you end up?
I was +4. I ended, 12th or 13th in qualifying out of 16. I lost to Colonel Sanders in that first round because he just dominated. He was great. I was on 1 and 2, and for some reason, so I bowled on 1 and 2 a couple games before that, and I shot clean 201. I go back there for the final, for the champion, for the match against Colonel, and it felt like someone took a Brillo pad to lane 1 in the first 30 feet. Like everything was hooking early on lane 1. Like I got out of nowhere. I'm like, there has been no other lefties on this pair. What happened?
Oh, right. Yeah, you've got fresh.
Right. Which wasn't great early because I really needed a little bit of carry down. Oh yeah, they carry now.
Yeah, we'll put
That's
that
two-hander carry.
the too little, too late category, though.
What's that? Yeah, yeah. Mr. 300 with a T-zone. It's impressive. Did you use it the whole game, or did you switch to it? Did you really?
He's on the whole game.
Yeah, 300. All right, so now your goal is to be. What did Wells have that night with the Scooby-Doo plastic ball? Was it 803 or 808?
Something like that.
It was
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo plastic ball at Yankee Lanes. Well, it used to be Yankee Lanes in Portland, Spare Time Portland, just peeling it off. I mean, this was 20 years ago. It was awesome to watch. Huh?
What scene is Karl?
Oh, I have no idea.
Hold on, right?
No, he was not. That was
Steve Major was first seed.
he was 4. You were so you're the higher seed. Colonel made the right move though in the round. So after I bowled him in the round of 16, he bowls against HBK, who's a 2-hander too. So Colonel decided to make HBK finish on lane 1, which is a very smart move because he's able. Colonel's doing such a good job of manipulating his ball roll. It's phenomenal to watch. Because he was always great at getting the ball to go forward. Now he's able to get around the ball like a traditional 2-hander. But you're good at getting the ball to roll forward too, because you're able to play further right than a lot of other 2-handers can play. I don't want to go to this. Yes.
No, I'm just.
So I think both of you do a good
We have to
job
go near the
being able
wall.
to play straighter than a lot of 2-handers.
What?
When, the shot calls for it. Yeah.
And if I go out of state, it's
But you have good ball speed too. I mean, the ball speed off your hand is what, 19, 20 probably off your hand. It's pretty good. It's really good speed. So
Sanders just finishing out his game on lane 6 there.
how did you? I didn't see where you finished today. How did you end up with the ball speed?
And he's going to move on. We're going to move the camera here and
I did go 170.
get right in on the action for the finals here on lanes 3 and 4. Putt pass up against Colonel Sanders for the $1,000.
I turned around. I went 159, and then I come over. That was on that side. And I was trying urethane. And I thought 38 feet urethane would be okay, and it was not. It was awful. It was a horrible decision in hindsight. Come over here, go to resin, go clean 201 on 1 and 2. Not bad, but I just couldn't put strikes together. And then get over to 5 and 6 and had a little bit of shim, and that's all I needed. Went 248, and then shot 196 with nothing but never missed a hole in 11 and 12 with 1 double. flagged a 7-pin in the third frame, but I mean, I never missed log it and only threw one double shot 196. So it was fine, but just battled and made the cut. I was happy with that. Every Karl's tournament this year, I've gotten better and better and better. So that's a good thing. I've been making the cuts in the Frankie and Ding Dong ones, no problem. These ones have been, for some reason, I don't know, I've been having a challenge. Last year I don't think I missed a cut all season. This year I missed a cut in the first 2 Karl's tournaments. So,
I can never make it back around.
All right, there you have it, folks.
I mean, usually when I make the cut, I make it to the championship match and then lose.
Lanes 3 and
That's
4
my
will
count.
have our finals.
So,
Here.
losing in the round of 16 is a new one for me, but he was playing so
Putt
good.
pass up
Right,
against
he's been
Colonel
getting like 20 or 30
Sanders
pins on me that game, at least.
for the $1,000. Here, the winner of
Having to make up
the
that pin difference plus with him
Karl's
throwing it
World
so good,
Tour.
it definitely made it pretty hard.
Russian Open 38-foot pattern, live from Bayside Bowl. Now's the time to get your friends in here
I
to
didn't even realize
watch some of the
Losing State
action.
tournament was going on.
We are live
I saw
on
Maui took
our
a picture with someone
YouTube
yesterday.
channel,
Man,
our
I'm like, what are you
Facebook
bowling
page,
today?
and our
Losing
Twitch
State tournament.
feed.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
Jump into one of
Well, no
those
one-
and check it
well,
out.
Someone will ask me to bowl and be like, hey, you want to bowl cities or something?
Once again, let me go ahead and put up our pattern that we bowled on today. 38-foot Russian Open.
Oh, really?
Players are going to get 2 minutes of practice, and then they're going to go right into the finals here. Putt pass up against Shane McFarland, Colonel Sanders.
I did like 0 doubles the last 2 days.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was on 1 and 2, and so like you kind of throw it through it, and you get those wrap corner pins because it just doesn't face up fast enough. But then if you try to play straighter and steer it, it just hooks.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We're going to call out
And the
from
problem is that's
Beer
where
Hunter.
that
Get
clip
it, putt.
just developed
Putt
more and more as
pass.
the day went on.
For sure.
Right here in the finals.
I feel like so
I got to tell you, putt had a great look
What happened?
all day. Really steady. Looks like he's moved in a little bit.
Oh,
He
interception
had
for
been
Jones.
playing outside of that all day. Maybe he's going to have a little bit better look moving in. We'll see. We'll see as it shapes up.
It's
He's
a
got
tie
some
game in the
practice
past,
shots
right?
going right now.
Tie game.
Trying to get a feel of what's out there for this final game.
And then Mac just threw a pick. So, way to give it back, boys. I'll tell you, if you were to tell me New England would go into the halftime tie, I'd be excited about that. So, you couldn't get much more of a difference in styles here, could you?
No,
The
not at all.
two-hander, the higher ref two-hander, hooking the lane against putt-putt, playing right up the freaking rail.
Well, Putt looks like he's moved in a little bit. I
Did
don't
he
know if
shim in a little?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he picked up a bigger ball.
So
and-
Colonel now in practice in around 22, 23 at the arrows. Laydown point probably closer to 30. It's been fun today, though. You know, I know, like we were talking about, like with your ball roll earlier. I thought that one remix, when you were able to get it on a pair where it got through the fronts. I mean, it continued that ball continued all day. Like
It
it
did,
never
yeah.
stopped, which is insane. So,
Even on one, I got deeper than anywhere else. And, it was, even though it was starting earlier, like you said, it was still continuing. I think the pin down motion helped that.
Oh, it's great.
It's just,
But it was just
I
such a
wasn't
strong
able
ball.
to miss. Yeah,
So I
wasn't
think
able to
honestly, if
miss
we
out,
drilled
so.
something like just a weaker overall ball or a cleaner ball with that same layout, I would like to see that in your hand. So that's what I'm doing with the Katana Assault. I'm going to drill a Katana Assault with that same 5-inch pin down layout, that 45 by 5 by 65, and just see how that looks. Something cleaner and that's a little more angular, and be a nice 1-2 punch, I think, with that one remix. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if the plan works. But I'm pretty impressed with that one remix. That's a pretty versatile ball.
Yeah,
You were able to. You shot 200 the other night with it on our 36-foot Viper pattern. So
Yeah, one of the only 200s on that.
Yeah, that
for
pair
the
was
night.
tough. Like I said,
And,
when we bowled game 1, I was high on the team at 170. That's how tough they were. That was tough.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
tough.
tough.
So
Yeah, you were high on the pair was
with
170.
170, not just like that's crazy.
Yeah, because I had like 168.
Right. So it was a brutal. But you know what? Tuesday we come in with a different. Oh yeah, you're right. Putt-putt's moved closer to like 9.
That was further out than he was playing in practice. And I tell you, in practice, on that lane, he bellied it more, and it kind of weak 10. I think that kind of like maybe tricked him to move back right again, and that ball just check marked right on the nose.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
And, I got to empathize with him because some of my best shots off my hand, I thought, ended up like giving me that ball reaction, and I was just didn't expect it to happen.
For sure. I agree.
So putt with an unfortunate opening frame there.
Yeah, so he goes down 11 right out of the gate, which is not what you want to do against a bowler of Colonel Sanders.
No, you got to kind of keep some pressure on Sanders.
Boy, putt in there around 12 on that one, 11, 12 at the arrows, and that's still checked up on him. So he's fishing for some ball reaction right now, something to get through the fronts. And the first 30 feet of this lane is getting pretty toasty all of a sudden.
I've never seen Putt-putt have to shape it so hard.
Yeah, we were just commenting. He's actually in between second and third arrow right now. Right, pretty wild.
So we got a call
Might
out
benefit
from
from
Pooh Bear. Let's go putt-putt. Sanders has
Uh-oh.
a really good look all day too. So now as it
Sometimes that
sits,
happens,
we're
and I
looking
know
like
it's happened to me
it's
before, where you're thinking about your
trouble
move for
time.
your next shot on that lane,
putt-putt.
and you're getting up there to throw a spare.
In a little bit of a deficit here after those first 2 frames.
They
A
got it
lot of
back
bowling
again on
left,
another
but
pick?
we'll see.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh, fumble? Oh, you're right, it is. Yep, fumble, 100%.
Talk about defense. Probably a top 10 defense, and then you got Mac Jones.
Colonel Sanders taking his time here. He knows that this
before that,
this game is $4,000, and he doesn't.
I mean,
want
I'm
to
not
get
a huge fan because
complacent.
I'm an Auburn fan. So when they drafted an Alabama
He
quarterback,
wants to take his time,
Don't blame me.
throw a good shot, slow down the
how much
match.
time's left?
That's exactly what he likes to do.
Oh, it's in the third. I thought it was
8:33.
They're talking about
$1,000
some
first
sort
place
of football.
Looks like 500 per second.
500 per second. Yep.
That's pretty good.
Colonel Sanders comes up a little heavy, but that two-hander
That
ball
WebMD
roll.
looks- I mean, he's throwing it great. So, I mean, I told him when he beat me in the round of 16, I said, you need to go out and win this whole thing just so I can say I lost to the tournament winner, and it would have been me there.
My claim to fame was I was the first loser.
Right? Oh, yeah, you just
I
missed.
only 2
So
games.
we always double check the scores, or we triple check them when they're that close. It was. I feel for you, brother. I have been there many times.
Minus 15 after a minus 69. I can't complain.
No flag on that? Are you kidding me?
That would be the third time in this game that they didn't get called.
Are you kidding me? No flag on that? Literally, he mugged him. He couldn't even get to the ball. Watch this.
Some sort of football happening.
Yeah, he's totally ripping on him. Didn't even look back.
Didn't even look. Look at you can see it right there.
Patriots
how
are
is he
gross.
Back. How do you even do that?
I hate to tell you, Tom Brady fans, but Tom Brady made his career
That shot
by
was too
throwing
good to
it
do that.
to the end zone at the end of the game and getting that stupid ass fucking call that they have in NFL that brings you down to the 1 yard line. That's Tom Brady's claim to fame was that pass interference call right there.
Oh no!
I hate to
The
tell
guy
you,
won 7 Super Bowls. So
by doing that every fucking time, it was disgusting.
He's awesome. He's the
Football
greatest ever
sucks,
played.
by the way. Too, by the way,
No, stop it. I
football
love
is
football.
terrible. So, but yeah, I hate to tell you, Brady fans.
Brady's the
Pass
GOAT.
interference.
He's the GOAT.
At the end
Don't
of the,
listen to him.
At
Brady's
the end
the
of
GOAT.
every game.
Don't
Greatest.
listen to him.
If it was Brady, it would have been called. Is that what you're saying?
No, he'd fucking chuck it. Hail Mary at the end of every game, get the pass interference, get the ball at the 1.
And then he
Every
would
time,
sneak it in.
Every time, dude. Every time. That's how he made his claim
I
to
think he had
fame.
more quarterback sneaks for Super Bowl wins than anybody in the history of the world.
Exactly, because he'd always get that call, dude.
That's
Every
not right
single
enough.
time.
No, the fronts are just picking up on this pair like crazy.
This pattern went from
Two
38
Bear
to 34
coming
feet.
out
just
saying
like that.
laces out Dan.
He's out of his comfort zone right now.
Yeah. Putt-Putt
Well,
had a
it's
better
hard, I mean,
look
when
from
you're,
outside all day, too.
The problem too, though, is if unless you have the rev rate to get the
I
ball
hate
back
to
from
say
the
it.
corner,
I hate
if you
to
try
say
to if you try to throw it out to the spot, it's just not going to
It's
recover.
not going to
It's just going to go.
Not going to get there.
So it kind of
If
forces
he were
you
if we
into.
were to use that purple hammer and be like a little 3-2 left, a little bit firmer, it might work.
Well, the fronts are picking up so fast now. I'd be afraid that purple would pick up even being the urethane, just pick up even quicker than his other stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
He's got a sweaty ass urethane.
Sweaty. That's because
Yeah,
it's a true urethane, not
True.
like some of these other ones out there.
Right?
Oh,
Not
that
one of
looked
them,
pretty
what do you
good.
call those?
That looked pretty
There it
good.
is.
Go a little
There
harder
we
next
go.
time.
Great
There you go,
shot.
baby.
All right, so he's down 31 right now through 3. So
Well, at least you're gonna get gas money, huh?
right.
I already did.
Yeah.
But no money for eggs. No, you didn't make enough for eggs.
Yeah, you're not
No,
getting
no,
shit.
I can't afford eggs right now. You can't.
Yeah. Egg
I have
memes
an inside.
happening as
Listen,
we speak on Facebook.
if I wanted to start a Fortune 500 company, I'd go get a bunch of chickens and start a farm.
Right.
Chickens,
I
they're
have
worth more
4
than
dozen eggs
catalytic
in my
converters
house right
now.
Right, an 18-pack of eggs is like people are stealing those, and they're not stealing like copper anymore.
Right. I have,
They're stealing
I have
chickens out of
4
pens.
dozen
Right.
eggs in my house right now. I'm trying to fucking deadbolt everything.
Right, they're gonna steal your chickens. You don't have to worry about a fox. You have to worry about.
You better not have
Push,
liquid
push, push,
eggs,
push.
too.
There you go.
If you have liquid
Carton
eggs,
eggs?
too, you're in fucking trouble. Egg beaters or some shit.
I don't know what happened. My dad had, they had 4 chickens.
Oh, really?
I went to bed, they woke up, they had 9 chickens.
What the hell? Did they steal? Did the chickens go and recruit some from the woods or something? Like, hey, come here. They
Right.
have the best feed.
Free range chickens. They're all coming over.
They're just
I
It's
hanging
like
out
the
in the meatball
T-roll
house.
cat.
I
you
made
know?
Chelsea breakfast in bed this morning with Impossible sausage, 2 eggs over easy,
Yeah.
with some home fries and some
What?
and some
Hey.
fried onions.
And then what did you say? That'll be $27, please.
Right.
I set it down next to her, and she didn't even wake up yet. And then I was like, "All right, I'm not gonna wake you up." She's like, "No, don't." I was like, "Well, hot breakfast next to you." She's boom, popped up. I was like, "Is there eggs in it?"
Did
Yo,
they get a field goal or a touchdown?
Yeah.
She boys for breakfast.
oh yeah, I had some eggs this morning.
QDD, how we doing on dinner?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Oh, he gets it. He didn't like
Yeah,
it, but he
I
got
know,
it.
but like
Colonel
I said,
Sanders,
he
that
gets
went through the
little
pins
extra,
nice.
little extra tilt now, getting the ball to shape, getting it through the fronts.
We need to put a piece of tape on his pap, like a couple inches, just to see his position in red
Yeah,
right.
it looked like that was a little further right. Yeah.
All right, putt-putt.
Absolutely.
Just
bro.
in again.
I'll be here anyway.
Oh! Gets a double of his
Oh,
own.
was that the old Jersey squasher?
Oh, Buffalo just ran out.
Yeah, I had like a pin come across the back and take out lots of other pins.
Yeah, they did.
So it's all defense and special teams right now. The offenses are crap.
Pooh Bear coming in saying eggs are more expensive than Wagyu beef.
Legit.
You say what?
Eggs more expensive than
Like you.
the Wagyu
Oh yeah, the
beef.
Wagyu.
Oh, shim a lot.
Push.
That's true.
Ah.
I was hoping it would kick forward and get the 4 out, but it didn't. There was probably 12 illegal blocking the backs on that, and they're not going to call anything on Buffalo today. No chance. No chance.
Let's see if Putt-Putt can give this a ride.
They could go like
7-10.
friggin' full O.J. Simpson on the field.
Oh, and he does!
They would not call a penalty on it. I am glad that kid's doing better, though. It's awesome.
By the way, he
I saw
picked
that.
up. Yeah.
4-7-10. Well
Yeah.
done in that spot.
And I got to tell you, that was Putt-Putt for the
What's in the
majority of
Yeti,
day.
bud? What's in the Yeti? Yeah.
mean, he's had a really good look all day.
It's some
Just
sort of kiwi,
great
banana,
ball
oat,
control.
like morning oat bullshit.
Yeah, putt in great condition, professional
Yeah,
golfer.
he's
by the
a
way,
he's a
speaking of
pro
which.
shop. He's a pro shop man.
Speaking of which, oat milk better than almond milk.
Yes, I
No
agree with
question.
that. Although I am addicted to dark chocolate almond milk for some fucking
Really?
reason.
I'm sorry.
I really am.
My
I'm addicted to that
condolences.
shit. That's a good shot.
Oh,
You
Colonel
can say that a
Sanders
lot.
putting that shit
Rinse,
on
repeat.
everything.
Rinse, repeat.
He's in really, really good shape right now.
Oh, did he
Uh,
really?
For
Wow, Randy? Oh, that's wicked sad. He was such a nice guy. Why is it the a-holes linger and the nice guys go away too fast? Why is that?
I can tell you, but
I mean, I'm gonna live to be
I want to live a
110.
little longer.
You and I are both going to live to be 110 if that's the case.
Yeah.
The a-holes linger and the nice
My
guys
blood
go
type
away
is
fast.
formaldehyde.
Well, I think your liver's pickled. So
My liver is pickled. My blood type's formaldehyde.
all right, Colonel Sanders looking to
Everybody's
step
like,
up
God,
and
get this
just
guy out.
put it away right here.
what's your blood type? Oh, I'm a B Budweiser.
Yeah.
That's my blood type. A B Wiser.
Ooh, he's getting it out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude had a
I
little
think
bit extra speed
moved
on
left
it. Looked
on
Yeah,
like.
so I think he liked being right last time, but that one was a little firmer.
Yeah.
Just never made the corner. But
Man,
You
two
know,
pin isn't bad though. I mean,
2-8.
He got the
Oh, it's the
fruit
eighth
right
there?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got the
all
man
right.
in the bedroom,
the man in the bedroom.
the non-binary pin in the bedroom.
The non-binary pin in the bedroom. What's his pronouns? Her pronouns?
Yeah.
Pronouns?
It's the 2 and the 8.
The 2 and the 8.
It's the 8 spot.
Speaking of
The,
8s,
they, them.
V8 is gross. V8 engine great. V8 the drink nasty.
Oh, great cover.
I'm just all over the pit.
You
All over
remember
the
that?
map. with
You
stuff
remember
right
when they
now.
had that V8 splash shit come out?
Oh yeah,
that was terrible.
And then
anything
you,
with V8 in it,
and
unless
then
it's
you
an
turn,
engine,
you
I
turn,
have nothing
you
to do
turn the
with it.
bottle over. You look at the V8 splash. It has more fucking sugar than Coke.
You know what this?
I used to like the
Really?
V8, the spicy hot V8 had a low sodium. It was very good.
There's nothing less sugar than Coke. Coca-Cola.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I'm sorry, my brain went right to.
We
I
thought
know where you
we
went.
thought you were cutting your Coke.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what are
Cutting
you
my
putting
Coke
in
with
it?
V8
With
splash.
Splenda, I cut my Coke. You know, I'm cheap. I go 50-50 Splenda and
Equal.
equal.
Sweet and low.
Gross.
Kind of a
Putt
pink
putt with the
packet.
dreaded 1-2.
Oh, he covered it up though.
With the dreaded 1-2. So
I thought he'd come out with a little more vigor after that spare pickup.
Colonel with a 44-pin lead with 3 frames to go. And as you can tell, the telegas is starting to go off the rails. I'm surprised. Gutter boy in the booth, folks. We started talking about
I was born here, grew fatter, so
It
kiss
is-
my ass.
His formaldehyde blood type.
right. It's B Budweiser is his blood type.
Right.
C,
At least it's
Push,
B
push, push,
positive.
push. Ah.
push it real good.
Little heavy 4-pin there.
Mm.
Starting. So Sunny D laughs and says starting.
I'll be honest with you. I think putt putt would bowl better if you had a
To go
shirt
off
that
the
fit him.
rolls.
Are you saying it's like the remember in the Transformers movie with the guy with the tight
Dude, every
shirt?
time he farts, you see a rib.
Well,
What is
at least
going
we can
on
prove.
there?
At least he
Oh my
can
God.
prove he has ribs. If I fart, all you see is like bubbles jiggling around.
Oh, she did make it back.
Yeah, I get a little flapper wrapper on that
All
one.
right, coming in hot nugget.
Yeah.
That's what we do around here.
Hot.
Not a hot nugget because that's a whole different situation.
you don't want me. No dropping no hot nuggets. Talking about flagellation, then hot nuggets. No,
Like the old,
that's
like a
different.
Cleveland steamer.
I'd hate to see him like strike out here. Just
Drop a
flesh
nugget.
that
Ooh, that was right. Yeah, that got
Yeah,
to
you
the
got that
friction
right
quick.
early.
Wow, that got to
Right
the
into the
friction
friction.
fast.
Hey, that's a
Right.
great 9. 6-pin on that.
Did he catch it? No. Are we going for it or are we punting?
No, that's it.
That looked like my matching his Colonel right there. The Buffalo safety was Colonel Sanders, and I was Tyke Monthorn.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Visual representation of how that match went, right there. Did they block the punt? Are you kidding me? A little bit. The guy caught it at like the 19.
This game's all about special teams.
Colonel Sanders makes his single pin, and that
You seen the
that
Patriots
pretty
ring?
much
Nothing
closes
special
it up,
about that team.
folks.
Sorry, that guy coming through.
Duly noted.
Colonel Sanders keeps the next one on the lane. I think it's
I like how
mathematically
Josh
over.
says starting question about
Starting
going off the
to
rails.
go off the
Yeah.
rails. Yeah.
Yeah, did it even start on the rails? Well, when I get in the booth, things got weird. So Arturo and I never did start breaking buckets today because both of us kind of found it.
Yeah.
So, we were like about 5 frames away from just wrecking Miller Lite buckets, but we both found it and made the cut. So
Yeah, Josh Corm found a great look against Arturo there
I saw
just
that.
towards the end, and it was a great match. It just came down to.
I was talking about
10.
qualifying. Arturo and I were like
Yeah.
5 frames away from just
There it is, right
going
there.
ham on some buckets.
There you have it, folks.
Speaking of going ham, Colonel Sanders going ham and walking up the match. The best that Putt can do if he strikes out in the 9th and 10th is 202. Colonel's got 186 in the 8th with a strike up. So basically, all he needs is 7 pins and 2 balls, and he will take the title. Colonel Sanders, is that his second title this year?
It is,
Carl
yeah.
Series?
Oh, Putt
It is,
gets a
isn't
strike.
Love you, Putt. I don't think so. It's just the right amount of time.
Putt. Oh, a little shaker 7-pin there.
All right, so that's going to officially do it. Nice job, Colonel. Nice going, brother.
All right,
See?
so there you
You
have
made
it.
my prediction come true. I said, if
Congrats
I
go
lose
out
to you, you need to go win the whole thing.
To Colonel Sanders for winning the KWT, Karl's World Tour 38-foot Russian Open, and the $1,000
And like the real
paycheck that
Russia, we're
comes
very
with that.
happy that it's going away.
This
Would you
was it played tough. Yeah, definitely played tough. As you can see, like even the look obviously outside went away because Putt had played that all day, and now you see him shimming in. And
Putt's
he
like,
didn't
is this
have
the
to do
best
that.
2 out of 3? Let's go. Nothing like getting lined up on the fill ball. Great bowling, brother.
Sunny D coming in saying, "Great bowling, guys. Thank you, Sunny D, for watching."
Colonel Sanders. Victory lap time.
There you go. Colonel Sanders leaves a little shaker 7, but it doesn't much matter at this point. He's
Can
had
he throw a
enough,
clean
plenty of
or is
wood.
he just going to throw one between the legs? I want to see a between the legs spare shot. Did he ever do any trick shots? Between the legs. No way.
No, he plays
I
it
want
straight
trick
up.
shots.
And,
I want a trick shot. Put your thumb in it.
Put your thumb in it. Put your thumb in it.
Throw Putt-Putt's ball. Throw Putt-Putt's ball. Yes.
Yeah. Here we go.
QDD, how are we looking?
I don't know.
Oh! Dollar!
Colonel Sanders.
See what happens? You take all that rev rate out?
We heckle him a little bit into putting his thumb in it. It didn't much matter.
Didn't matter. You already had it wrapped up.
Yeah.
We're just having some fun with him.
Big
Colonel Sanders,
congratulations
what a great day
going
of
out.
bowling. Fun championship round. Colonel Sanders, great job. We'll get him in the booth for a quick interview here real quick. And great job Putt-Putt today. You know, he bowled awesome. You know, crossing with him
absolutely.
today. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet and a really good competitor, a really good bowler. And it was fun. It was fun today, and another great telecast. Thank you everyone for throwing their comments in here. Thank you to our great tournament sponsors, Brunswick Bowling, Bowler Builders Pro Shops. Thank you to the staff here at Bayside Bowl. Colonel Sanders, we got to get you up here for a little interview, kid. All right, drama's overrated. All right, so in the booth, coming in hot is there he is.
There we go. Here we
Colonel
go.
Sanders here.
Camera.
So congratulations on a $1,000 payday and
Thank you.
nice tournament victory. Is this your second KWT tournament victory this season? Oh, first.
I got your guys' tournament.
You won ours. Okay.
The one ball brawl.
One ball brawl.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
So it's your second victory this season in
With
different
that WebMB too.
Oh, so that's what you
Yeah.
use there.
Yeah.
Too.
Money.
All right.
That ball's money.
So
Yeah,
you and
that's
I
a good
talked a
one.
little bit earlier. You talked about manipulating your ball roll and getting yourself a little more tilt when the heads go away.
Yeah.
That definitely came into play big time today on this pattern. Talk about your progression as the day went on and how you finished up.
So game one, I started with a purple hammer. Thought fresh we'd have, with the 24 mils, it's not that much, but
Right.
it's enough to start where I can use urethane and I won't see anything green at my toes. Got me to 220-ish.
Yep.
Then bounced over to the other side of the house. I knew that it was going to be more down lane than in the mids.
Right.
So I ball changed to a Widow 2.0.
Okay.
Got in
Yep.
a little bit, probably like 15 in from where I was standing
Okay.
with
So pretty
hammer.
big
move.
ASIM.
Yeah.
ASIM solid. So
Just kind of feathered it down the lane, and I saw I had it all the hold in the world. As long as I got it inside of 5, anywhere outside of 5 was just out of bounds.
Right.
So if I kept it in there, it was going to hit the pocket. Carry was, iffy at that point, but
Right.
I had a safe one.
Sure.
Carried that on until I got back over here on this side for game 4 on lanes 3 and 4, and I knew that the mids were just going to hook a shit ton at this point, so
Yeah.
I went to the WebMB. I don't know the numbers compared to the Widow, but I mean the shapes that I see with
Oh,
them,
the
it's
cover's
just,
so much cleaner
yeah,
on that
yeah,
ball.
I
A lot
can-
less differential.
I get the same motion
Less
down
intermediate.
lane at when the heads or when the mids break down with that WebMB. So like
Yeah, the
it's that
WebMB,
1-2 punch that I see.
it reacts a little bit more sim-like. You know what I mean? It definitely, it has that ASIM
Longer,
shape still,
stronger, right.
but yeah, it gives you a little more of that sim look. So
When I ended up bowling against you and Kenny on 1 and 2,
Yeah.
I knew everybody that bowls here knows one hooks way
one
more
hooks
than
a lot.
Right?
Yep.
So I knew just from some tips and pointers that Jimmy Clark had given to me, just about a little bit more tilt, get the ball a little bit more push in the front.
Yep.
So I used that to my advantage on lane 1, and then 2 kind of just kept the game rolling. And then after that, I had to put that trick out away because every other pair I got onto, if I did hit the pocket while giving it a little bit more tilt, 10-pin. Just couldn't
It
carry the
was finished a little late for you.
Yeah, so I'd come up the back of it a little bit more. Still, coming around the side, but
Sure.
not really spinning it as much.
Right.
It just, pins fall in my favor and
Right.
get those lucky breaks and move on matches.
Well, you threw a lot of really good shots, and when you got up in matches early, which forces your opponent to play catch up and squeeze the ball, and all that mental
Right.
stuff comes into play. So
Right.
if you can get out to a lead like you were doing, which is key in match play. If you can get up to a lead in match play, you can kind of control the pace of the match, which is nice. Ripcord gave you a little bit, tried to make a run at the end there.
Yeah,
He had
I
the one
knew-
shot he stuck on lane
I was-
5 was kind of a.
I was
rough
pretty
one.
nervous at the beginning of that match just because I don't know what the word is for it. I'm kind of blanking on it, but just joke over one of the arguably the best bowlers in the state of
For
Maine.
sure,
So,
absolutely, yeah.
When you're going up to someone that caliber, it's
Well, you
It's a
can't.
little
You don't have a
bit
lot of misroom. You know
Yeah,
you're going to put
yeah.
quality shots, and
Correct.
he knows the same thing. Obviously, you're making a name for yourself. We talked about your tournament coming up on the 29th as well. So just put that out for people. Let them know you had 24 spots still open as of this morning.
Yep.
So just I told them to look on Facebook for the Dirty Blue Derby. So proud of you getting a tournament series up and running yourself. So that's great, and the more bowling in the state, the better. So
hard bowl.
Hard
We don't
bowl.
put out that easy shit.
No.
No China. No China.
No, you want China, go somewhere else.
Yeah, not here.
So, anyways, congratulations. Great bowling today.
Thank you.
And you're signed up next Sunday for our event, right? You're going to be
Absolutely. Is
here.
that even a question?
Absolutely. So through thick and thin next Sunday. So
I'm
looking forward to
I'm
that.
excited for that.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. I bowled a Team Masters tournament here with that 11 mil pattern that you guys have.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
similar to that.
Yeah.
Short
So it should be
medium.
fun. And then the same length, basically the same, almost flat ratio, but
Just
3 times
20
the oil.
more, yeah.
3 times,
20 more mils.
33 to 11. That is a massive difference.
Huge difference.
I am pretty psyched for that tournament.
It's gonna be
It should be fun. So All right, so everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Congratulations to Colonel Sanders, and well done, my friend. Nice job today.
Yeah, great bowling today, Colonel Sanders, and well-deserved $1,000 victory.
Absolutely.
And congratulations on your second victory this
Of the
year
season,
here in
Bayside.
the Bayside combination of the Karl's World Tour and our FDDS tournament series. And a big shout out to the Hammer WebMB.
Yeah,
No
great
longer
ball.
available,
Yeah.
so hopefully
Yeah.
you guys
If you have one,
put a
hang
bunch
on to
of
it.
them.
Yeah, if anybody's got any new inboxes?
Right. Colonel Sanders is
guy.
looking to add
I'm the
to his
guy.
collection. So
Yeah.
just tell him it's $1,000.
Right. I think he's got $1,000 in his pocket right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What? Huh? What? All right, folks. So thank you for tuning in. So
yeah.
King Ding Dong, you want to send everyone out the right way?
Yeah, so for Frankie Avalon, right here at Bayside Bowl, I am King Ding Dong. Let's check the last comments, see if we have any extra comments coming in.
Nah, block it. Get it out of there. Just can we get it out of there?
Well, anyways,
we'll get
you
that
know,
out of there anyways. No big deal.
So thank you to Karl Hungus and his staff
Yes,
here at Bayside
absolutely.
Bowl.
Always.
Did
Best
a
staff.
wonderful job
Great
once
people.
again. Thank you to all of the bowlers and all of you guys who tuned in to the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. And congratulations to all of the people who made money today here at the Karl's World Tour Russian 38-foot Open. And we'll see you again next Sunday for Through Thick and Thin. I am King Ding Dong. Get your kids in the center. Find some kids and get them in the center. Have a good one.